Hello and good morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time it is, wherever you are. I hope you are doing well today. Welcome to another episode of Flashback Friday, where I take palettes that have been in my collection for a while or are just generally older palettes and pull them back out just to see how they hold up or if I still like them or use them for the first time because there are some I probably haven't used before. This week I am pulling out the Poison Apple palette by Unearthly Cosmetics. It does say Alien Cosmetics on the palette. It was before they rebranded. So that is what I will be using this week. I am priming my eyes with White Eye Base by P.Louise. And the first shade I'm going to use is Golden. And I am just going to pick that up on a fluffy brush and start to blend that through my crease.
I've got sunshine, I've got you now. My body on body, oh, body on body, oh.
And now going into the shade Empire, I am going to use that to deepen up my outer corner and through my crease, and I am going to blend that up into Golden. It took me a minute to pack it on a little bit just to get the blend going, but really the pigment in this shadow is still fantastic, even though I've had this palette for quite some time at this point.
Stay in this melody, stay in this melody, oh, oh.
And now I am going to go into the shade Rotten, which is the deeper green in the palette. And I am going to start to put that along the outer part of my lower lashes with a small shading brush. And just give it a little blend as I go. And I probably bring it in a little bit further than I had intended to. But that is all right because I generally just wing it when I do my makeup anyway. I don't usually go in with much of a plan.
Like this, don't wanna settle down, don't wanna miss out on adventures, things we haven't seen. Take my hand and follow me. Baby, we're leaving midnight. It's time for a change, let's get out of here. We'll never look back.
And now going into the shade Sour, I am going to pack that underneath where I put Rotten and just give those a blend together. And I will re-intensify Rotten after, I believe, just because I lost a little bit of it through the blend.
Hands up, such
And now prepping my eyes for shimmers, I am going in with my NYX glitter primer. I start by putting that on with a brush and tapping it out with my fingers just so it will be as crease free as possible when I go in with the shimmers. I couldn't really decide what shade to go in with at first, but I ultimately decided to use Black Diamond, and that I put on the outer part of my lid. And now going in with the shade Red Delicious, I am going to put that over most of my lid, leaving just a little bit empty in the innermost part. Now I'm going to take the shade Granny Smith and I am going to put that on the little bit of empty lid space that I had left, and I'm also going to put that in my inner corner, as well as pulling it down a little bit to connect with my lower lash line.
Feeling every day like I'm going insane. 'Cause you and I are something I wish for every day. So I hope you look my way, but yeah, she didn't even see me gaze yesterday. 'Cause I know I am nobody to ya, and it feels just like you want me to go now. But I hope you slow it down, hope you slow it down. 'Cause what I really need is your time, so will you?
Tapping back into Empire to re-intensify the outer corner and a little bit through the crease, just so I didn't lose any depth in the final look. It does pack on quite well, I must say, for it being a few years old.
Like me like that, just like that. Like me like that, like me like that.
And now going into the Spring Magic Blush Palette by Unearthly Cosmetics. I wasn't entirely sure what shade I wanted to go with. I ultimately chose Balefire, which is the shimmery red. They're all shimmery blushes in this palette. And I am super surprised with how beautiful these blushes are. They go on, they're pigmented, but they're not so pigmented that you get a whole bunch of color and then cannot blend it out. It's quite nice. And then I'm also going to take the shade Pendulum, which is that dark plummy purple. And I am just going to do what I would typically do with my Blend Bunny and Ellis Atlantis palettes and put a little on the bottom and do like a blush contour kind of moment and then blend it out. And I do like how it turned out.
Just like that, like me like that, oh baby like that, just like that, just like that, like me like that, just like that. Slow it down, 'cause I know I am nobody to ya, and it feels just like you
For highlight, I am going in with the shade Moon Talk by Oden's Eye. It's a beautiful green highlighter. I don't believe they make this shade anymore. At least I didn't see it on their website last time I checked. But I do really like their highlighters that are in this formula. They're very, very beautiful.
Just like that. Like me like that. Small town, big crowd.
And this is the finished look. I really like how this turned out, and this palette absolutely still lives up to my expectations of what it was when I first got it and what I expect from Unearthly now. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day.